So they are going to go for a bit of a shift here, OG.
Yep.
But LGD have lane wards. LGD will see bottom lane when he arrives, maybe even see him in that bottom rune spot if he traverses down there. They'll absolutely know what's going on here.
If I'm LGD, I'm fine with these lanes. Like, you already see, if they wanted to swap as well, they should already be moving. I think you're saying, you know, Void has a bad lane regardless. The SF one is just slightly less bad, but given that Void's playing in the off lane and it's going to arrive late, SF is going to already have built up a bit of a CS advantage. This bottom lane should still favor LGD.
Another situation where support's getting a little bit of farm. Misha getting a last hit there, a bit of experience before Yuragi arrives at that bottom lane. And level 1 in the Nether Ward. Try and contend with the bit of spam coming out of Armor Engine Q, but there's a stun into one raise. Looking for the short range one, but couldn't get in range. Yuragi with no time walk though, just gonna get chased down and right-clicked for first blood for LGD.
And they leave it for the SF. That's so nice for them. He'd use time walk just to undo some of the raise damage in lane, and that level 1 time walk is such a long cooldown that LGD are able to punish them. This is kind of what I touched upon. Like, there is no good side lane for the Void. I mean, the mid lane's also bad. There's just no good lane for this Void to go to. He's just in for a rough time. They're picking him for the mid to late game team fights, but it does look like Yuragi's going to be suffering.
And Jin Q fake pumps the stun, a deny on the Nether Ward, in fact, at the end there from OG. Yeah, difficult lane bottom, and top lane they're being dived as well. Amar, he's about to drop here. No deny from Tiger. Just a tombstone and a gale from Y and Faith Beyond. And a big juicy wave arriving on this tier 1 means Razor here needs to be quickly back into lane.
And that's what feels so good about this LGD draft is, like, the Venom's really happy playing against a Razor. It's, you know, often in the past been considered one of the good counter picks to Razor if you are playing it in lane. So they've got 2 side lanes, regardless of how OG, you know, like laned it, they were going to be at an advantage on the LGD side.
Yeah, and then by extension, they know these supports aren't going to be rotating into mid, so Pango against Magnus going to be a bit of a farm trade. As BZM, nice play there with a shockwave to secure the water rune. He is about a wave ahead of NothingToSay, but not a massive gap between them, and probably no real outplays to be made here, right? You've got Swash to contend with any skewer play. There's going to be hitting creeps for the first 6 minutes.
Yeah, the thing is, a farm battle, one that Magnus is more than happy to play and win because of all that bonus damage, sitting on 96 damage to the Pango 66. How BZM fares here, but it should just be a pretty farm game until these supports start thinking about rotating.
Oh, OG with a good bit of damage onto R-Mate. Needs some tangos from Jin Q.
For the effort.
Curious to see how that all played out. It looks like it started with a Jin Q go with a stun and an attempt on Yuragi. Gotta be wary of that Nether Ward. It's one of those unexpected tools sometimes. Oh God!
Boy.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
He's thinking he's got time walk, but the quick raises just blow him up. Triple raise and you're done.
On top lane,
yeah.
Taken down, but Amar dead again. 4-0 start. 1 kill goes
Tiger's feasting though.
Tiger, the big punches. 142 bonus damage. Loses the buff though, so why? Back in the trees. Oh, he turned the kill. Dies to the tower in the end, so a 2 for 2 in the top lane. Massive fight between the 2 squads there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Undying lives if he keeps running, but he turned because he thought he had the better attack animation and would attack first, but
Dire's structures
the ET just gets the punch in before the Undying could hit him, so... Oh, unfortunate for him. TP mid though, dying as a support, always mid laners are happy. Gets the free bottle refill, and there's a lot of creeps that were waiting for the Venom in the top lane, so he TP'd into like a double creep wave to farm.
Oh, very nice. Nice for him. Where's Y wandering now? Got an interesting obs ward placed there. That just gives a little glimpse of vision.
The kill bottom. Yep.
Oh, the raise.
Yep. Hit the double close range, and then he backed off for the long range, and Yuragi trying to punish, needs a lucky bash though, and he's just not getting it. The level 1 bash. For now, he's just leveling up in power though, so. But I think like Blink, even BKB type build is going to be what makes the most sense this game.
Okay. Yeah, well, the DD root gathered up by Y. Throws the tombstone and the rolling thunder into BZM. Tries to skew her away, but nothing to say. He's got his number and tracks back onto the Magnus.
That's killing a mid laner there. And he gets the +1. Great find from Nothing to Say. Yeah, I think for BZM going for that was something. He went for 2-2 before deciding to level up Plague Wards. I like it. And also got a value point in Poison Nova. That's how he got that kill. But like so many Venoms skip Poison Nova, but great to see him go for that. But here's the move from OG. Oh my god, that Pango.
But Pango with a big swash and a rolling thunder while Arme skewered across into the RP from BZM. Jinq already dead after dropping low under the tower, and OG enough damage to bring down the Nyx and the Shadow Fiend while not losing anyone yet. Misha heals up, back off his wand, and why? Getting chased down with a shockwave and a play forward from Uragi. They get the kills they need. 10-5 now, and OG a bit of a response, looking for Nothing to Say. He's got no Swash, no Rolling Thunder. Shield Crash gives him a ton of block on that damage incoming, and Jinq with the 3-man stun. Holds back OG, but they are not giving up on this. Chasing back into the tree line. Finally, Misha will die to Nothing to Say, but a skewer onto Jinq, opening up a potential kill on the Nyx. BZM wants it desperately, but now Faith Beyond's joined the fray, battling away onto the Magnus, looking for the pick-off, and he'll find it with his dominating streak going. And Jinq, he lines the stun up onto the Faceless Void. No stuns coming from LGD though, so a time walk back.
Magnus, he's a hero that wants to farm these stacks. They do see Jinq here. He's on a sentry ward, so they're trying to bait this a bit.
He gets off his carapace though. Skewer back, already spending the RP and the shockwave, and BZM close to death while Nothing to Say, thinking about the play forward, has another swashbuckle to finish off Misha's Pugna. LGD bring the numbers. 4 members of the Chinese can get some utilization out of this Hand of Midas and the Empower. Keep scaling.
They need RP Blink Dagger before they can really try and defend objectives, I think, which they're just about to get. They're going to lose ET down bottom. PSG.LGD. They make the move top, but it was
Shadow Fiend making sure he has a second life if he does get caught out, or a sneaky smoke comes out of OG. He just planted himself in his Ancients, farming away up to 9,000 net worth, but the jump in from BZM top, catching out the Veno into the life drain. Nothing to Say has taken down Amar already though, as Faith Beyond falling near that tier 1 top. LGD gonna move in quickly though. Time to dive. BZM swashbuckle down. The life drain won't heal him up anywhere near enough, and Nothing to Say with why. They've got the gap close onto Misha. Pugna's stranded, and Jinq secures it with a stun.
Tiger's still in the neighborhood playing around a Vision and Ward. He gets stunned up, still has a TP out. And they know there's a ward up here. Yeah, they're going to get the D ward, and they're going to find Tiger. Impale up in a second, so they'll finish off at 4th hero. Not a good fight for OG. It was a fight they chose to take because they knew they were creating a lot of space for the Void down bottom, who did get the tier 1 tower and is getting a lot of farm, but seeding up so many kills. It's one of these classic games where you get first Aegis as early as possible, and you use it to take these outer tier 2 towers, get outposts, and they're going to maybe get Amar here as well. Carapace going to find him and gets a 2-man impale.
That's just beautiful, isn't it? Really gorgeous from Jinq, and the exact move that you were talking about. They're pushing mid, they're farming enemy Ancients, pushing bottom, every lane is a hit.
And speaking of doing his job, he's found the Faceless Void, pre-BKB. Ooh.
He'll go for Misha instead. A freebie there on the Pugna. And Nothing to Say beyond godlike. 10-0-7 areas of the map that he wants his team to be playing into. It looks like
a big kill if they can get it.
He gets off his BKB. Chrono comes along with a static link, and Amar's walked into the Chronosphere here, so maybe with the heals we are dying to buy time for Arme to escape. Gets him a bit of distance. Requiem, is it in time? No, not quite. In comes Nothing to Say, but he's bouncing off the cliffs. They'll finish off the Razor, and Uragi, time walking back, tries to TP, but the zombies and Jinq's jump will secure them. 2 kills in the trade for Arme. Yeah.
Dire are scanning.
Swinging bot. BZM has used his blink, is on cooldown for 10 seconds, but Uragi is he's under a Radiant Ward. They perfectly see the Faceless Void, the stun, the chain disables. They've caught out the Void, but is there enough damage to finish it before Time Walk? Nothing to Say. 3 connections with his Rolling Thunder, perfectly done off the back of Jinq's initiation. Quickly runs. Trying to keep vision here over Tiger with another Yules, but the catch from BZM sending Jinq back towards tier 3, but you've got the poison over the Plague Wards and all the damage from the Veno. Well, Arme's outside of the Chrono. Uragi tried just to control up Nothing to Say, while Amar diving it onto the SF, draining all of his damage. Uragi back in, but Arme's got this Mask Commanders going. The BKB's up, getting bashed in the meantime. Needs a bit of help from his team, but Uragi focusing SF. They've lost too much. They can't finish him off. Arme survives, and their cores have all died. GG is called, and game 1, it's over.
Yeah, the carries on the front lines just didn't have the supports. They're going to go for some last RPs here, but Pango got the entire backline. His Blink Rolling Thunder in with the roll-up. He was just chain stunning these supports, taking ET out of the fight, taking Pugnet out of the fight.